Hello friends, this is Sushrit Tendulkar and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the ninth module in the series Introduction to Natural Language Processing. In this video, we're going to learn about basics of machine translation. Let's get started. What is machine translation? Well, according to Wikipedia, it's a subfield of computational linguistics that investigates the use of software to translate text or speech from one language to another. When you search in Google about what is machine translation, this is what you get. Anyways, there are two types of machine translation techniques: statistical machine translation and neural machine translation. Let's see what is statistical machine translation. Introduced in the 1990s, it tries to learn a probabilistic model from the data. Basically, we want to find the best English sentence Y given Hindi as an example, sentence X. This can be written with the probabilities as probability of Y given X. So here Y can be any target sentence, X can be any source sentence. Now we can decompose this equation using Bayes rule into probability of Y given X as probability of X given Y into probability of Y. Here probability of X given Y is called translation model and probability of Y is called language model. The probability of X given Y is called translation model, which is trained on a parallel corpus, and this model knows how the source words or the target words might be translated to each other. And probability of Y is called language model, which is trained on the target sentence. In this case it is English. A language model is a system that can predict the next word, which we have seen earlier in the series. Now, to train a translation model, we are looking for some kind of alignment between the Hindi and the English expressions. Let's say we have a Hindi sentence, "Aap kaise hain?" and the English translation as "How are you?" Now, for each word, we have a potential candidate in the target language, and we use language model to choose the right candidate. The second part of the equation, that is probability of Y, which is a language model that is obtained through training a language model on the target sentence. Here we have Hindi as the source sentence and English as the target sentence. Statistical machine translation models are good systems, but they are extremely complex and they require a lot of human effort to maintain, because as we've seen, there is a lot of laborious work of mapping the words from the source sentence to the target sentence, and then they can be used in training these SMT systems. Neural machine translation. It uses a single neural network architecture. The architecture is called sequence to sequence, and it involves two RNNs or recurrent neural networks. One is called encoder, other one is a decoder. The encoder will produce the encoding of the source sentence, and the decoder will produce the target sentence based on the conditions of the encoding. Let's see an example. Imagine we have already trained NMT systems, and this is how it would behave in the test time. At different time steps, we provide the words from the source sentence, and the last hidden state will have the encoding of this entire sentence. And this encoding acts as the initial hidden state to the decoder here. And this will produce output, the first output how, and that will be directly fed into the next hidden state. That will produce the next word R, and that is again fed into the next hidden state, and it continues. As we have already seen, the encoder RNN produces the encoding of the source sentence, which is available at the last hidden state, And the decoder RNN is a language model that generates the target sentence conditioned on the encoding. This is a conditional language model. Why? Because it is language model because the decoder is predicting the next word of the target sentence Y. It is conditional because its predictions are also conditioned on the source sentence, that is X. Unlike statistical machine translation, NMT directly calculates probability of Y given X, that is probability of Y1 given X times probability of Y2 given Y1 and X. So here Y1 is the first predicted word. This is the second predicted word given the first predicted word and the source sentence. Here the probability of the third predicted word given the already predicted first and second word and the source sentence, and it continues. So basically it is probability of the next target word given the target words so far and the source sentence X. Now how to train an NMT system? We need to have a big parallel corpus. What is a parallel corpus? It's a collection of parallel sentences from both source as well as the target language. Now how do you train a sequence to sequence model? What we have just seen is the test time performance of an NMT system. Now to train a sequence to sequence model, we need to provide the input from the corpus no matter what the decoder produces. So during training, we use the output of the decoder for calculating the loss, and we are not going to feed that into the next hidden state. We're going to use the output of the decoder to calculate the loss and update the weights. But during the test time, the output of the decoder is directly given as input to the next time step. Let's look into the training process of the NMT system. We feed the source sentence at different time steps, and that is encoded at this last hidden state, and that acts as an input for the decoder, which will produce the first word Y1, and we calculate the error here, which is J1. So J1 is nothing but the negative log probability, and we have also seen the error function, the calculation of the error function and the meaning in the earlier tutorial. I highly recommend you to watch that if you are not sure what it is. So this error function basically calculates the difference between the actual next word and the produced word. So this is nothing but backpropagation. We use this difference to update the weights of all the hidden states. After producing the first output and calculating the first error, we use that to update the weights, and then we feed the actual word to the next hidden state. We don't feed the same output here to the next hidden state, and we continue this process, and again we calculate the error for the second word, and then we backpropagate till the beginning, and we continue this process for all the words, and then we stop at the last word. Now how do we evaluate the machine translation? So we use a technique called BLEU. It's bilingual evaluation understudy. BLEU compares the machine written translation to one or several human written translation and computes the similarity score. It considers two aspects. One, n-gram precision, where it compares the 1 gram, bigram or trigram of machine translation as well as human translation and finds the accuracy. And it also penalizes for short system translations. Let's recap what we learned today. We first saw what is machine translation. Then we saw statistical machine translation, followed by the technique of training and testing the neural machine translation, and finally the evaluation of the NMT systems. Well, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning. Bye-bye.